Hey everybody. It's Saturday. It's Sunday afternoon. I ate some cheese a while ago, so I got clogs. I have adjusted my mic. Give me some thumbs up if you think the sound is better than it was yesterday. I found a setting. Had to download an app to do it, but everything's an app these days. You just got to learn how to use your phone. Hey Melanie. Okay. And I forgot to bring my water in here. Hopefully, I won't have to clear my throat too much. Hello from Mayfield. Yep. Amy. I looked away, so I missed somebody. Joy. Y'all get on in here. Judy. Harriman. I know where Harriman, Tennessee is. I used to have to get off that exit to go to my sister Patty's house in Spring City. Mel. Nancy. Patton. Y'all get on in here. I think we got enough people to start talking now. Katy, Texas. I know where Katy, Texas is, Anne-Marie. Tammy from Flagstaff. Blythewood, South Carolina. I'll have to look that up. I don't know where that is. Anyway, everybody, I know where Abbotsford, British Columbia is. I've been there. So, folks, I'm dressed in the same colors I was yesterday. This is kind of uh, my uniform. I have black tanks and black tops and black capris and black pants, and I have a white cat. So it stands to reason that I have cat hair on me because he likes to jump up in my lap. Today, listening to Scott Adams, he taught us how to hold a cat who doesn't like to be held. It's so funny. Please keep Scott Adams and his family in your thoughts and prayers, and every family that has lost a loved one to an opioid or fake Xanax overdose. It's awful stuff. It's just awful stuff. Well, today I need to apologize for a mistake I made yesterday. And those of you who have caught the mistake, um, be know that you are a perfectionist. But yesterday I was caught up in listening to the Senate and all the senators giving their speeches before the vote came out for Justice Kavanaugh, and I didn't get my work done that I usually get done by about 2 in the afternoon to see that I had made a mistake the day before about what zone we're in this week. I did say zone 2, but in the sneak peek, it went out as zone 2 was the entrance to the dining room, which it was last week. So by the time I found the mistake, which was about 9 o'clock last night, both things had gone out already. The express email and the flight plan, and I really didn't want to send out another message to y'all. You'd already had enough in one day, and uh, I figured by the end of by today at 5:30 you would get the new one. So I can. Some of you are still having trouble hearing me. I don't know what's going on here. Hmm. Maybe I can try to go in while. Yes, the purple rags are still on sale. They are um, $7.47 for 3 of them, and you don't even need a coupon code. They are not being sold on Amazon this way, I don't believe, right now, because we're not going to be in the office on Monday. So you get them off of our website. You may need to turn your phone all the way off and put it on your calendar to do this once a week. Is turn your phone all the way off and then turn it back on again. And then that could help you with things that don't seem to be doing correctly. It always fixes my phone. It's just the craziest thing. My XM radio app was not working. Sirius XM app was not working today. I turned my phone all the way off, turned it back on again, and it's a brand new phone. So I don't know what's wrong. So anyway, so perfectionism, we all make mistakes. And one of the things when I first started getting myself organized, when I made that New Year's resolution to get organized, I realized very early on that I was beating myself up all the time. So last night, when I made a mistake, did I beat myself up and send down an explanation? I just said, you know, we all make mistakes. I forgive myself for making a mistake, and I get on with it. So what I did was just to understand that stuff happens and forgive myself immediately. We have to forgive ourselves. We've all made mistakes, but our perfectionism keeps us locked in that prison of guilt. And I want to absolve you of all guilt. I'll get my little magic wand out. I usually do it with a feather duster, but I don't want it looks good in the picture, so I don't want to do that right now. But our perfectionism causes us to be stuck in this prison of guilt. And that's a pretty good quote. I may put it in tomorrow's flight plan. We don't need the big peach. We call it the big peach butt in the sky. Let's see. That's Jeannie Bover from Gaffney, South Carolina. If you've ever driven past the big peach butt in the sky, you know where it is. It is an amazing little landmark. But back to our perfectionism and feeling guilt. That guilt keeps us held down. And so when I made my New Year's resolution to get organized, I realized that I needed to make one other resolution. And that was to be kind to me. You know, I work every day from the time I get up in the morning till I put my head on my pillow at night. And then sometimes I dream about what I'm going to be doing. And so I would say I'm 24/7 thinking about a fly baby. I eat, sleep, drink fly babies all the time. And it, you know, when you're stuck in your perfectionism and the guilt you have from not being perfect, that's what we want. What I realized early on was that all I ever wanted to be was a good wife to Robert and a good mother to Justin. That's all I ever wanted. But I had a messy house, and Robert worked all the time, and when he asked me to marry him, he said, I don't need a housekeeper. I don't need somebody to do my laundry. I don't need a cook. I can do all these things. He even sews buttons on. And that made me feel even worse because he didn't need me. Talk about perfectionism. But I am his life partner, and we have a wonderful, loving relationship, and we support each other. And letting go of our perfectionism and understanding when we when we do woman speak. Now, do you know what woman speak is? We all do it. It's been ingrained in us to keep from rocking the boat. What woman speak is, think about this. This is how my husband explained it to me. When he was little, his mother would ask him, "Honey, don't you think you need a coat?" And being the logical person that he is, he would think to himself. If he ever said it out loud, he probably got his jaws bopped. But he would think to himself, if I thought I needed a coat, I would have put one on. Now, we do that all the time. This morning, I looked at Robert with my puppy dog eyes, and I held my cup up, and that was woman speak. I got to sneeze, everybody. Pardon me. And it was a joke with us. And I said, I might. And he said, well, tell me when you really want that next cup of coffee, and I'll fix it for you. And I said, I really want it now. And I said, but instead of saying that, what I said was, next time you get up. So I didn't want to inconvenience him because he was reading his morning news. But you got to ask for what you want. And you've got to quit being mealy-mouthed around the subjects, thinking you're going to upset the apple cart, and just say please. So everybody, let's learn to acknowledge when we're doing woman speak. Yeah, and we tell ourselves we're just trying to be diplomatic. Well, it's not diplomatic. To men, if you ever read Women Are From Venus and Men Are From Mars, or whatever that book is by Gary something, you'll understand that we speak two different languages trying to say the same thing. And manipulation, men don't like manipulation. Women don't like manipulation, but we see it a different way. We see it as being just trying to be kind and let it be somebody else's idea. But we've got to ask for what we want. So folks, let's ask for what we want. Let's stand up for what we believe in, and quit. When we in Sunday school, we learned a little song, and it was about letting your light shine. Don't hide it under a bushel. No, let your light shine. And letting your light shine, letting people know who you are, being who you're supposed to be, is all about letting go of the guilt, letting go of your perfectionism. And when you let go of that perfectionism, procrastination just evaporates. It really does. Procrastination evaporates when we let go of our perfectionism. Now, how many of you today have said, I don't have time? Come on, give me some thumbs up if you said it. If you said, I don't have time today. I'm going to give it a second to populate. Uh-oh, there goes an O. There they come. Now, whenever you hear yourself say or just think those words, I want you to finish the sentence. And finishing that sentence is, I don't have time to do it right. You understand that? I don't have time to do it right. We learned this when we were very little, because our parents taught us, if you can't do it right, don't do it at all. And we listened to them. It was hammered into us day in and day out. If you can't do it right, don't want to do it at all. And we actually listened to that one thing. We listened to it, and that's how procrastination started. Because we didn't think we had all day. We couldn't take all day to get our stuff done. Those of you who can't hear me, then wait until this is over and you can listen to it on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. You may need to update your Facebook app. I don't know what's happening, but there's a problem with Facebook because I can, a lot of people are hearing it. Let me see if I can go into the app. This may freeze. So, folks, I don't know how to do it. Let's see if I can make this go up. There. Is that better? Let me know. It's probably frozen everybody out. Okay, let's see if that helps. Well, I went to change the app. Let's see if that helped. I moved it up a little bit. Let's see if that helped. Yay, I'm getting some thumbs up. I did something good. Okay, that worked. I don't know why, but the mic wasn't picking up like it needed to. I didn't want it to be too loud to blow you out of the room, so I kind of did it middle of the ways, and I raised it up another 4 points, and that's good. Maybe we're going to get this right. So where was I? Perfectionism and listening to our parents. Now, when you tell your child to go clean his or her room, and you go back in and you find all the mistakes, you're making the mistake. Make up some cards for your kids, like Liz did for Mikey. Think about all the things that are messy in your child's bedroom. Your bedroom's a whole different story, but just think about your kid's bedroom. There's toys, there's clothes, there's books, there's shoes, and there's an unmade bed. 5 things, pretty much. And probably backpack paper clutter. So, first off, every child needs a waste can, trash can, recycle bin. But just take a box and put a trash bag in it, and every kid needs a trash receptacle in their bedroom. They need a laundry hamper, and our little collapsible laundry hampers are just amazing. They'll sit in the bottom of a kid's closet, and they can sort their clothes as they take them off. And you do the 5 things in your kid's room. They pick a card and then they go clean that one thing. Break it down into baby steps. We all need baby steps. Today, I've been playing a game in our house. I call it a reverse scavenger hunt. I go into the kitchen, I find something that doesn't belong in the kitchen, and I take it to another room. And then I pick something out of that room that doesn't belong there, and I take it and I do it 4 or 5 times, and then I'll set my timer, and then an hour later, I'll go do it again. I don't have a whole lot of stuff out of place, but I can usually come up with 5 things. So, look at Liz's video on how to get Mikey to clean his room. Now, we had some homework assignments yesterday. And we decluttered refrigerator magnets. We decluttered cutting gadgets. We decluttered cutting boards. And we decluttered knives in our kitchens. Now, we're still in our kitchens this week, and that was the mistake I made last night. So we need some more ideas for things to declutter. Oh, good, Serena, that's good. Okay, so let's declutter. Let's declutter a pan. A cooking pan. That can be a pan or a skillet. Okay, let's declutter What else can we declutter? Can you think of something that needs to be decluttered in your kitchen? Declutter, recycling. Let's get rid of our recycling this week. Declutter recycling. We have a lot of dog food cans. I run them through the dishwasher. Okay, let's declutter. Let's declutter some serving bowls that you haven't used in a long time. Now, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, and I like to put a little note card in my bowls that I use for my mashed potatoes. The salad dressings and sauces we kind of do on Wednesday, and that's when we make surprise chicken. We have already gone through our pantries, and in this last month we've gone through our pantries and our freezers and taken inventory and decluttered the old stuff. I gotta sneeze again. Pardon me. I don't know what's going on here. So we got 3 things to declutter: serving bowls, recycling. Now, if you haven't done your freezer or your pantry and gotten rid of some expired food, if it's just past the expiration date, you should cook it up right now, today. And that's a good idea to declutter seasonal decor. We're coming up on Harvest Festival time and Halloween. I'm seeing a lot of pumpkins going out. Let's get our porches clean so we can decorate and have some fun. I always like to get a pumpkin, and I didn't like to carve it because I like to cook my pumpkin. So I would put my pumpkin out just for show, and then getting closer to Halloween, then I would cook it after Halloween and then turn it into pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving. Last night we were at Ruby Tuesday, I think it was, and a young man was waiting on us, and they had a pumpkin cheesecake. Well, Leanne has the best pumpkin cheesecake I have ever eaten, and it is in her menu mailer for Thanksgiving. So those of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving in Canada, just send me an email to flylady@flylady.net with turkey in the subject line, and we will automatically send you the Thanksgiving menu mailer in an email. You can probably find it on Leanne's website too, savingdinner.com. But it has the best pumpkin cheesecake I've ever eaten. It makes me want to go make one right now. Thanksgiving comes early for Canadians. Ours isn't until, let me get my calendar out. Let me get it out. Let's see, January. Robert and I got married on Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving is the 22nd of November. 22nd of November. There it is. Right there. And our goal with our holiday missions, our super cruising, our missions is to be finished with our holiday decorating and gift buying and start so we can play during December and enjoy the process. Now, here's a great tip for those of you who put up a nice big Christmas tree. Get a big bowl, a big mixing bowl, a big salad bowl, and put all your Christmas ornaments in it. And then every day during the month of December, you can decorate your tree. Or on Thanksgiving Day, if everybody's coming to your house, you can have all your guests decorate your tree. Be sure and put your lights on your tree. And if it's a live tree, you might not want to put it out that early. But if you feed it good water all the time and put it in a stand that you can put water in, you'll be in luck because it'll stay pretty and green. Okay, folks, I got work to do. You got work to do. Well, you got to have a little time for yourself, but I'm glad you spent this time with us. Your tree is up. Oh my. I would get bored of it. But I like to put all my lights on the tree, and this year I have totally redone the way I'm going to decorate. I can't believe I took my tree apart. I never take it apart. I always just stand it up in the garage in this big bag that Robert said looked like a body bag. But I got rid of the body bag, and now I have this wonderful bin, and I've labeled everything, put it together, and I can take everything apart, and I can put my tree together easily. And I'm excited about putting my tree up in the next month. I will put it up right after Thanksgiving. Oh, that's right, Jess. It is the opening night for The Walking Dead. My favorite show on TV. Yes, I am a Walking Dead fan. And Herschel, who was in the series about year 2, he passed away last night. So keep his family. I can't remember his name, but he passed away last night, and he was just a great actor. And he was Maggie's father on the show, but he passed away. He was 76. So keep him in your thoughts and prayer. His family, and even his Walking Dead family. He was loved by his Walking Dead family. So everybody, let's have a good day. My book, The Chaos Cure, is coming out in December. Get it pre-ordered. And you'll have it before Christmas. And if you want to give it as a gift, it's a great gift for young people too. I love you all. Let's have some fun today and spend some quiet time, because I've been listening to a really good book today. It is an amazing book. I'm just been excited to read it, and it's more like a history book. Recent history of the history in the last 50 years of me growing up. And I've learned a lot of things. The book is, you might think it's political, but it's not really political. It's just a history. It's a book by Tucker Carlson. And yes, he is a talking head on Fox. But the book is really, he is a great writer. And I'm enjoying the look back in history of different things, and he is doing. This is a wonderful book for those of us who really didn't learn a lot of history in school. Yeah, I had American history, but we mostly studied the Civil War. We had a crazy teacher, and we never really had much American history. So I didn't know anything about World War I or World War II. Not much about the Vietnam War, because I was a teenager at that time. And when you're a teenager, you don't hear anything. And I am learning a lot about my whole life, everything that's gone on. Now, some of it was before I was born, but I'm still learning some wonderful stuff. And it's just quite interesting. And he thinks differently from most of the other people that are on Fox News. So check out Tucker's new book. It's called The Ship of Fools. And some people didn't like the title, but he explains. I like Greg Gutfeld too. He's on the 5, and he has his own little show. So they think a little different. They think a little differently. And it's kind of fun to step outside of the way you believe and listen to somebody else's opinion. And I'm finding it quite eye-opening for me. And I opened my eyes when I said it. So everybody, have a good day. I'm going to enjoy The Walking Dead tonight. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're going to bless our homes. We'll play a game tomorrow. We'll bless our homes. And we're still getting rid of paper clutter. And let's do this. Let's have some fun and enjoy it. Because if you make it fun, it will get done. I'll talk to you later.